Play it. The Ode of Farts.
Not ode to, ode of.
Dun dun dun
Nice.
dun 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 dun.
Guys, I learned how to play the Game of Thrones theme song on my flute. Why don't you talk and make sounds over it so no one can hear it?
Well, there's two, you know, Dexter.
Oh, I got it.
It's that bass.
Yeah, you gotta have that bass. You gotta layer. Have layers.
That's it. Basically, I don't want to use music anymore because now a lot of our videos getting the copyright thing on them.
Oh, God.
Videos from like years ago are being claimed.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Yeah.
You think we didn't notice, huh?
You didn't earn those 76 views.
Looks like a video from 2011 used 5 seconds of a Led Zeppelin song.
And that's what it does too. It says, we detected a claim, and it gives you the timestamp. So I go to it, and I was like, oh yeah, I put that song there. I'm like, why did I do that?
We're erasing your 15 likes.
It was a different time. An innocent, more innocent time.
Well, on that note,
New microphone. Wait, hold on. I'll just do this. I win again!
Science strikes
to the audience what you're
again.
doing, Dexter.
Oh, the microphone stand that we have, which is a microphone taped to a tripod.
And it is fixed.
Yep.
This
It
is
was
incredibly
high.
strong tape. You
I'm trying to
can't
make a
move
statement.
this.
Yeah, and
You can't orientate this microphone for the life of you.
This is like 12 years old too. This setup. I think.
Yeah, at least I got
Your
a new
point?
TV.
Yeah,
Remember
that's
that-
true.
that
Oh,
piece
that
of
rear
shit?
projection box. My
I
God,
had that for years.
we watched everything on a camera obscura. Does that make sense?
I don't know what that
Anyway, what happened was I couldn't bend the microphone down towards me because it was up high toward Boston.
So you made it bend the knee.
Then I realized, yeah, I could lower it.
You came to it on bended knee.
Okay.
Speaking of this, some of you may have noticed, probably not, that we changed the channel name
Oh yeah,
to Dexter, Oxnard, and Boss.
Yeah.
that's right.
The reason is because YouTube is going around and just, if someone claims, hey, that's our name, and they do actually have like an LLC for it, and I think our business is called STS Enterprises.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
they have, like, remember those 2 horrible reviews or something?
Yeah, what do they make? Rubber or something?
It was something.
Probably tires.
And the guy just said, I worked there for a while. It
Probably.
it sucked. And
Oh yeah, they're the worst.
yeah, STS Enterprises.
We
it
at
was tentative.
STS
We
make
also don't want
tires
people-
and dildos.
So it's Dexter, Oxnard, and
Sometimes
Boss.
dildo tires.
Dexter, Oxnard, and Boss. I think
That's
straightforward. You know, it's about us.
D.O.B. Welcome to Dob.
Because
That's
our
probably
first
something, too.
name was just shooting the shits. I mean, that wasn't gonna fly.
Yeah.
That was the early
It was
days.
a, good, it was a
That's what
great
we
name.
did.
It was a great name.
Just
if
a
not
few
for
guys
rules.
hanging out, shooting the
The
shit.
rules bring us down in this world. If there were no rules, we'd reign as kings.
I think we'd be
No,
killed.
he's right. We would reign as kings. But if there's no rules,
Barbarian
that means
kings.
there's no rules to break either, and rules were meant to be broken.
Never heard of rules.
Okay.
So were records, for that matter.
And so are
Glass ceilings.
and glass houses, especially
That's
if you throw
right.
rocks from inside of them.
Oh yeah, but you're not supposed to do that though.
No.
You shouldn't.
Right.
Let ye who be without
Sin.
sin. That's what it is.
Yes.
Ego.
What is he doing? What? Okay.
What else should be broken? Those plates that Greeks break in My Big
This-
Fat Greek Wedding.
this
And they say
conversation?
"opa."
You know how you break the glass ceiling?
What? How?
What?
You go
See,
upstairs
when I get
and
your
you
text-
stomp on the glass floor.
Oh, you get it? Yes.
Boom!
Hey, how do you make a hormone?
Fuck a lot.
Fucker.
You don't pay her.
I get it.
What is happening?
Wait, wouldn't she moan if you paid her? I don't get it.
Well, see, the whole thing is, I think you're supposed to think the person says hormone, like testosterone, or like a hormone.
No, but you're making
Yeah,
the
we
whore
get it.
moan.
And then we
the
understand.
twist-
But is the
the
whore gonna
twist
moan
is
the
if
whore
you don't pay her?
Oh!
Like, oh, damn, you didn't pay me. I'm moaning.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you know how you do it.
I didn't write the
That's
joke.
a dad joke.
It's supposed to be a dad joke.
Damn it.
He has 2 kids now, and it's humor.
Help
Downhill
me.
from here.
Hold on, let me just take my fanny pack off here.
His
God.
comedic value is
I
half.
got my phone clipped over here.
Flip-flops in Disney World.
My pastel-colored hat.
He's
Hey,
falling
fellow
back
kids.
on the pathetic comedy.
I found weird. I was looking at pictures. At
Feel
my,
bad for me and laugh. I clean up poop all day. Nothing.
It's not our
you.
fault.
That's
It's
me.
you
That's
talking.
me. That's what I say to people, to strangers. Feel bad for me. Pity me.
Clean poop all day.
Cherish your freedom. All I do is clean poop. Also, the dog wears diapers now, so I just clean. Everyone wears diapers
going
in
on
my
in that
house.
house?
Well, my dog is 8.
You
She's
might as well
been slowly
wear diapers
going
too.
paralyzed for years, and now she's mostly incontinent, so she pees a lot, like without being able to control
Is
it.
it the same diapers the babies wear?
Yeah, her and my daughter wear the same diapers, so it's easy. I just buy one big box and they just
I
share.
gotta come over and see.
You want to see what my life is? I don't think you guys
kinda
understand,
I
okay?
think you should charge people to come over.
Why don't you just play this game? My PC doesn't work. I can't use the other computer. I don't have time anyway, and the other things are doing that stuff. It never ends. Chores, chores, chores.
So this is like your escape. This place.
Oh yeah,
Well, I have to say I'm canceling the show and I'm moving.
just my luck.
I don't even want
He needs to
Skype
escape.
in.
Moving
You.
to the moon. It's the dark side, so you can't even contact me by radio.
Yeah, I want to be the furthest person away from the Earth ever. Records broken.
But who am I going to tell to pity me because I touch poop all day?
Moon poop.
Don't know.
The problem is you start to like it after a while.
Oh.
You should start a podcast being a dad with Dexter or something.
Dadding with Dexter.
Dadding with Dexter.
That would be a good podcast, wouldn't it? Just be me looking in the mirror, talking into a microphone.
No, but you starting the podcast, starting a discussion, but oh wait, baby's crying, gotta go.
Yeah. Then
Oh wait, gotta change the diaper. Oh, just
Oh wait,
constantly.
now
just
I'm
interruptions.
sobbing uncontrollably.
It's, interruptions. And then, I guess that's all the time we have. Oh wait, before I end it, gotta go take the dog out.
Yeah. No, honestly, it's like a joke, but that's what it is. And then as soon as like I'm about to go, it's like, oh, I hear, hey Dexter, and I have to get up and do something, or I have to take the trash out, or the sink's full of dishes, or something else needs to be done.
Oh, I just
And I
remember.
realize I haven't eaten anything
Yeah, and then
since I had a granola bar
And then-
at like 9:30 in the morning.
It's like, oh wait, I forgot. I had to poop 5 hours ago.
That has happened. I'm like, man, I really gotta go. I really gotta take a dump. But then I'm like, wait, hold on. This is something always
You
trumps.
missed the window?
No, I don't. I'm just like, I'm like sitting on a cigar for an hour and a half because
God, you're gonna get
Oh,
constipated.
man.
things trump. No, it's not that bad. I'm exaggerating slightly.
Okay.
Game of Thrones.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Hey, Sophie Turner's in this.
Who cares?
Do you
yeah.
not like Sophie Turner? You got a problem with Sophie Turner?
I don't think she's good at all.
Do you know who Sophie Turner is?
Sucks. Yeah, she's the redhead.
You
Stark.
don't remember her name?
name?
Sandy Stark.
Sandy
Sandy?
Stark. Sandy.
I know it's not really a northern name,
See,
but
that's why I don't
Sandy.
even know her name. She's not good enough for me
Why
to
was
remember her character. Sansa.
Welcome to our Game of Thrones appreciation show.
Fuck
If you were
this
good,
character and
you
the
were
other
good. I
one.
would remember your character. Dexter would be like, "What's her name?" I'd be like, "Sansa." But no, I went with Sandy first.
Oh, who's the other? Who's another character that you don't remember? Let's see.
What about the Lord Commander, the guy John left behind?
Oh, what is that guy's name actually?
Edison
Mormont?
Toilet.
That's the character's name or the actor's?
That's a character's name, and I thought it was Toilet at first. Edison Toilet. I'm gonna just call
His
him.
name is Edison?
I think so, unless that's the actor. Look up Edison Toilet. Might be the actor. It's the guy Tormund meets. Remember when he got scared?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay back, his eyes are blue.
It's with
My
the
eyes
beard.
have always been blue.
The beard's like tied under his chin, right? That guy.
No, not that guy.
No, that you're
No,
thinking
no,
of
no.
Royce.
That's no. That's not Royce either. Royce is from the Vale. He's the fat guy who speaks like this.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Master of Arms or something?
Yeah, he was the and he gets executed by Theon. Fuck, I always remember his name. Something with an R.
Roderick?
Roger, maybe. Sir Roderick?
Roderick?
It's not Rickon, because that's the kid. All right,
Something.
yeah, something like that. Wait, what am I looking up?
Edison Tollet. Tollet. Or Toilet. The point is, it's toilet. From here on out.
No, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing Madison Toller from... Oh, she's an actress from The Thirsty Games.
Edison.
I know, I typed it in, and this is what came up.
Do you want to start this week with
What the hell is The
a
Thirsty
prediction?
Games?
Want to start with a prediction?
From what happened in
I was
this
going to talk
episode?
about the intro. That's a brand new
Oh, yeah,
intro.
brand new intro.
Well, hold on, because you asked me a prediction last time, and I didn't have anything, but now I do.
Okay.
I came up with my prediction a while
I mean,
ago.
it's sort
After
of,
watching the episode, he has a prediction about it.
it's sort of stolen from the theories that that there's going to be whites under Winterfell.
Uh-huh.
But maybe, I don't know if this is true or not. Is Ned Stark buried under there?
Yeah, his
Or-
bones
or
are there.
They got his body then?
I brought the bones
I
back
wasn't sure if they
myself.
brought. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe he'll come back.
Oh, Sandy,
Get
I
a
love you.
cameo.
He's got to be rotted
Holding
away.
his head. Holding his head.
I think...
Yeah, but he's bones. They're all bones.
Oh, he's got flesh dripping and stuff.
dripping.
We saw those.
Well, you know
whites
what?
that they were fighting. They were like skeleton things.
Yeah, but I think
It's so cold up there.
It literally says bones earlier in the series.
I mean, it could be matter of speaking.
Yeah, it could be
Oh,
a way
yeah,
to say it.
could
But
be.
the ground could be so cold that it preserves the bodies for a
Yeah.
good while.
No one decays there.
Maybe he'll come back as
DKs?
holding his head.
Oh shit, DKs. Carl. I think Carl's dead now, right?
I can only hope.
Well, that was my prediction.
That's interesting. Wait, so
Cool, right?
your prediction is that Ned Stark will make an appearance, like Sean Bean will
Yeah,
come
like,
back.
yes.
Well,
his
this
head,
is
holding his
the
head.
big one
Yeah.
was the one I texted you.
like a headless horse.
And does he do a dance like "Hello, my baby, hello, my honey"?
Essentially.
Essentially. Basically, yes.
Exactly, actually. My big thing was that the whites do want babies. It's just that Crasher kept giving them male babies, so they can't reproduce. So they just need some female
it's just a
babies.
dick
Fucking
fest
Craster.
over there.
Sausage party
Yeah.
up north.
That's all they want.
Like it's too
I
gay up
guarantee
here.
that's what it is.
We gotta go
Yeah.
south.
They want to bang.
Oh.
That's how the show's gonna end. It's
That's
gonna be,
what-
oh, they just
Night
want
King of
female
Horny.
babies the
Very
whole
George
time.
Martin. It's just all about sex, man.
Yeah, wieners.
Just
They
like
penis.
George
wanna
Martin
fuck.
is. Oh.
The White Walkers want to
They just
spray
want their
their white.
civilization not to
Just
die out. They're running out of people.
I just wanna
Sure, they
fuck
can
the
raise
world.
them, but those things can't breed.
Have you ever fucked a corpse?
Only
Gets
the-
old fast,
only
okay?
Only the whites can breed, I'm guessing.
And that's why they're so angry.
But
Haven't
doesn't
gotten
even-
laid in forever.
He just ejaculates sperm from his fingertips.
1,000 years without banging.
Into a baby?
Yes, he did it right into that baby's face. Do you remember that?
No.
And the dragon?
Yes, I do, but I wouldn't call it that.
Well, what else do you call
The
it?
touch he laid hands on? Lay on hands?
Lay hands on a baby?
All right, so brand new intro. The episode 1 of season 8. It's called Winterfell. They should have just called it Reunion.
Yep.
Should have called it a waste of time.
Didn't care for the episode, eh, boss?
No.
Oh, really?
I thought it was all right, but it was
I thought
kind
it
of
was just
silly.
going
to me.
through the motions.
You know what I didn't like was that it was disappointingly short for a season. The final season only has 6 episodes in it.
I
Yeah,
know.
but each
I
one's
mean, I
gonna
know
get
they're going to make
longer
up
and
for it.
longer.
I know. And also, you don't want to. I don't know.
But how awesome is this? Especially I love miniatures. Like,
Oh, I
going
love that they
inside.
went inside
Yeah.
the houses now.
and
I
they
thought
show
it was
the
so cool.
crypts.
Yeah.
So that means something important's going to happen there.
No, because I think like with Boss, the theory that Boss was talking about, I think he's right to a certain extent. I don't know if we're gonna see specifically. I thought it's like gonna be like some Peter Jackson Frighteners kind of thing, or whatever. It like, or it's just gonna be like, how are ya? You know, and they get, like some kind of comical thing where Ned Stark's
I
there.
thought you meant like the
how you doing?
Casper's 3 ghost uncles. in
Yeah,
the
there you
movie.
go. Kept thinking of Frighteners, but I didn't mean Frighteners. I meant Casper.
Casper.
I hope it's like ghosts.
I just meant that kind of
Ghostbusters.
animation, cartoony animation.
I want it to be like Ghostbusters ghosts, like coming out.
Maybe the Slimer will be there.
brothers. Remember them? That was the coolest scene in the second movie.
Oh, maybe the 2 ghosts from the beginning of A Christmas Carol will show up too.
All right, let's skip to a certain scene that obviously I think bugged any sensible human being watching this show.
All right.
Why the fuck the stupid dragon riding scene was
Well,
so stupid.
I was about to
How to
say-
Train Your Dragon 4.
What's hilarious
and
is
garbage.
they get there and Bran says, "We don't have time for this.
Yes.
We got to get to work." And then like,
Bran says that?
Yeah, he says it. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like he was speaking on behalf of the
I thought
audience.
you meant John. Yeah.
But
yeah,
then
yeah.
everyone is just kind of fucking around. Like everyone's just like riding here. Let's go on a
Bran's
dragon.
like, fine, you're not going to listen to me. I'm going to sit here in the middle of the courtyard and not move until somebody asks me what I'm doing. And nobody does for like 3 days until Jamie shows up. He's like, oh, look at this kid sitting here. Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Wait, this kid looks familiar to me. Oh, wait,
no,
hold on.
Sam.
I'm working it out now. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've got it.
He looks like that kid, that tiny kid I pushed.
Yeah.
$5.
Whoa!
No, Sam. Remember, Sam goes out there after Daenerys. They meet, and he says, "What are you doing out here?" And Bran goes, "Waiting for her friends, waiting for an old friend or
Yeah.
something." So I really hope that Jamie and Bran kind of like start working together. For some reason,
Bran doesn't give a shit. Bran's on Bran. He doesn't care anymore.
Yeah, he's not gonna care. But I
Plus,
really
it's
hope.
basically all that. Bran is one of these predestined people. Like, he was fated to be in this position no matter what. There was not a choice. It was like one of these things where Jamie didn't even make a choice. It's like kind of Greek mythology. You know, like, you can't escape fate.
And so I think Jamie obviously is gonna feel like he's in debt to the kid or something. I think they can have like a lot of cool scenes with Jamie helping Bran do stuff, maybe going back north or something.
They'll make a buddy cop movie after this.
Something. I always like when they take two characters you never thought would be interesting together.
Oh, I like Jorah and Tyrion. I thought that was awesome. Tyrion and Varys traveling. I even would have liked Littlefinger and Varys stuff.
Yeah, I think Varys has 2 lines in this episode. One was about, hey, don't make dickless jokes.
Yeah.
And the other
Oh,
one-
yeah.
Oh no, he said, "How would you feel if I made basically?" No. He said something about like you don't
Something
like
about
you don't like it
cocks.
when people make dwarf jokes.
No, I thought it was something like, why is that funny to you? And Tyrion's like, because I have balls, and you don't have balls. The writing is incredible.
No, I
We're
didn't.
really good at reviewing these discussions.
The thing is, I really liked it, so I don't know.
I liked it too.
I just make fun of everything.
Yeah.
That's my
But
style.
I think Boss genuinely just
No,
didn't
Boss
like it.
genuinely was annoyed. I thought it was like Arya was
It's
like,
just-
"Hooray! Ugh! Yay! It's this person! Oh shit! This person's here." It was like basically every Thanksgiving that I've ever gone to, where it was like,
Yay! Oh,
"Yeah, oh man, I haven't
yes!
this guy's cousin Joel. He's the best. Oh fuck! Here is Uncle so and so." Right?
No, I was just watching, and then
Yeah, this was just this episode to me, just going through the motions, throwing everybody together. All right, we have to have everyone together. Let's just smush them together, and then we'll
One big pile.
move on to episode
keep
2.
swooshing until they're
You
one.
did not need that stupid, pointless dragon riding
Well,
scene.
they had to because they need an excuse for not having elephants. All
They
the
shoulda
money
did
went to the
something
dragons.
like-
Yes, that's a.
She should have
big
did
bad
something
thing.
like, "Hey, John, since the dragon doesn't kill you for touching it, maybe you should think about learning how to ride it, and I'll show you how." That would sort of make sense, but now she's like, "How do you ride a dragon?" "I don't know, you just do." "All right, let me risk my life trying to hold on to this dragon."
Boss's one-man show.
I'm
Go for it.
This goes for, on
this
for 3
this
hours.
huge critical battle for half of humanity is coming.
Half?
But because there's another continent, So
They'll get there.
I think
I'm just gonna
there's
risk
Sandy.
my life. I'm the leader of this whole shebang. I'm gonna risk my life trying to hold on to this fucking dragon and go to this pointless place that has nothing to do with anything but a stupid kiss conversation with the horny dragon
talking about the
watching.
band.
What the
Did you
fuck?
think he was with the horny dragon?
That was so
That
stupid.
was pretty funny. Yeah, that was a very like.
Well, one of them is
Supposed to be
Drogon, right? I think the
Yeah,
one.
the main one.
Yeah, the one glowering at him is
Yeah,
Drogon,
that's- yeah.
and I think that's like Drogo's kind of like connected to that dragon. He's
Oh,
like,
you think so?
Piece of shit. Yeah.
And
No, I'm not foreshadowing anything. I just think it's
Drogo's back.
Carl
This
Drogo.
summer, Khal Drogo goes to college.
have to get off his job.
Stupid scene.
What was I
What
gonna
else
say?
have I
Oh,
found?
the cave. Sorry, Oxnard, shut up for a second. The
Brand's voice is deeper than anyone else's if you listen to
Hello,
it.
John. I am the three-eyed raven.
What was
Harriman throne.
Stephen Colbert's character in Birdman? I forget his name, but he was like,
Oh yeah, wait, fuck, now I can't remember. With the eye patch.
oh no, he was that
Birdman.
character. But then there was this other character who was always the judge, who was like a magical guy. And he was
Oh,
going,
I think. Oh yeah. Oh wait, fuck. Who did that? I can't remember.
Colbert was the boss,
was
right? The head of the
Yeah.
law firm.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Michael McKean did a voice, I think. There was a bunch of
Yeah.
people. I gotta rewatch that show. That was hilarious.
that.
I think they might be bringing it back, actually.
They should. Adult Swim should look. Space Ghost
Gary
Coast to
Cole,
Coast.
that was fucking awesome.
I know the guy who did the voice of Zora. He might have passed away. He was like really responsible for that
Whole
kind
thing.
of like that Space Ghost taking old Hanna-Barbera cartoons and just reanimating it and just
Yeah.
doing something crazy.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Space Ghost.
Forget if it was Molto.
Oh, but
or Zora.
did you think that waterfall, that was like an egret reference, right? Because when
Yeah.
they go into the cave.
Well, they say we could hide
Oh,
here,
we could stay here
live for
forever.
1,000 years.
Yeah.
You've been pretty old by then. I don't want it.
Stayed in that cave.
Could have stayed here the whole time.
What I think is funny is that because everybody, they're all out like on the press junkets, everybody like Kit
Everybody else
Harington's
is working.
talking stuff, and he doesn't
The
sound
two
like
leaders
Jon
go
Snow.
fuck around.
Yeah.
And don't even bang. They just kiss in front of a dragon.
Kiss me.
In the
Kiss me,
freezing
you fool.
cold.
All right, so
Talk
this
about
little kid.
nothing.
I love you. Do you hear me? Remember that classic,
Oh yeah.
Rob? George Martin wrote that episode where Rob Stark was saying that. I always found
Really?
that amazing because that's. I always thought this is a bad bit of writing here.
No, what house is this kid from?
Umber.
Umber.
Yeah,
And-
Umber.
And that's
He-
the one they find. Or
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah,
story?
yeah.
He's
that's-
the white.
Yeah, at the end, he's the white. That scared the shit out of me. Because I saw him there, and then what I really thought was cool was when Tormund's talking, and then out of focus in the background, you see his eyes open, and you can see them being blue.
Yeah.
And you have that cool, like, oh shit moment. And then I was not expecting the screeching. That's what scared me. I thought that was really creepy.
Wouldn't you screech if you were a white, Dexter?
I guess I,
mean,
would.
It's probably not that enjoyable. Yeah. Exactly.
That's like the thing. That's what it reminded me of. I think that's why it was scary. They light it on fire, and the way he's moving around, it was like the thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, that weird roar.
Yeah,
Does at the
and they're in the Arctic. They're in the cold, like dark Arctic facility. It was just, I think that's why it scared me so much. It just reminded me of that movie. I thought that was a really cool. I thought it was a really cool moment. I thought it was fun. I like that whole thing because I think Beric Dondarrion. That guy is a perfect cast for Beric Dondarrion. Ever since because it was a different actor in the beginning, but he didn't really have. He's only a different actor when Ned Stark charges Dondarrion with going into the Riverlands to hunt down the mountain and kill him, stop him and kill him.
Right.
And then later on, when you see him again, it's the new guy with and the whole storyline with him. I think it's so cool. That guy's perfect. And I love when they're, creeping around. I guess House Umber there. Something's obviously gone wrong. And then, what did the Night's Watch people do? What were they doing down there again? He's like, we came down from Castle Black, but why?
Because the wall was falling.
Oh,
remember?
but they knew in Castle Black because that was Eastwatch by the sea. It falls.
Yeah, but I think they were there. Weren't they there?
No, Tormund was there,
Oh, the other guy wasn't.
but the other guy was at Castle Black.
Yeah, so maybe he was just
Lucky
going
guess.
south. But
Let's just go. I got a feeling.
Let's go on patrol. Why not, guys? It's been a couple weeks.
Stop by House Umber, grab a bite to eat.
have some Umber burgers.
Yeah. I love the Umber
Yeah,
buns.
that great family recipe.
They've got great coleslaw.
Anything pickled.
Pulled pork umber.
Pulled pickled pork. It's hard to say.
Pulled pickled pork pies.
And I don't care. All right. So, Mormont, Liana Mormont, I believe her name is. She's upset because, hey, John, what's up? You bringing in this weirdo?
They just blow
Yeah.
with the breeze,
This
these
bleach
lords of
blonde
the
bitch.
north.
Just
Yeah.
marching in here. You're the king of the north. We wanted you, not some hobo woman.
Get out of here, you vagabond! Yeah, we knew this was gonna happen at the in the last season too, because they were already complaining to Sansa when John left. Like, they elected him king in the north. He's like, all right, you've elected me. I think this is the best thing we need to do for our survival, so I'm gonna go do it. And then he leaves, and they're like, oh, I can't believe this guy. And now they hate him, and then they want him to leave. The fucking Glovers left again. They're the worst, the Glovers. What's wrong with them? Oh, we've stood by our house stock for 1,000 years.
Their hands are cold.
Until
No
we
more.
did it, and I'll never will again. I won't send any glovers to die. That was a mistake. We're back, and we'll always stand by our house stock and honor our banners until now. I'm taking it back again.
Somebody arrest this man.
See you later. They just let
You
the
know what else?
glovers suck.
I forgot to mention something.
Donald, Crispin, they all stink.
Here's something else that pissed me off about that dragon riding scene. To go back to
Oh
that.
no, we'll never move on.
They introduced it with her Dothraki dude saying, "Oh, they've only eaten, this many sheep
I
or
ate
whatever.
more sheep than that."
They're starving." She's like, "Oh, they're starving. Let's ride them around a couple miles, get them real tired, burn some calories. That makes all the fucking sense."
I think they just don't like the
Stupid
cold.
dragon bitch.
That's what they say. She, in fact,
My
says that
God.
she doesn't like it.
It
What
just,
is going
it just
on?
pisses me off because it makes no sense,
Stupid
and
dragon bitch.
they just forced it down our throats for all the stupid people watching. Like, oh, dragon riding,
It's
cool.
for the
Oh,
fans.
Jon Snow's riding. Oh,
I will say
it's
this.
just so cheap and disgusting to me.
Here's
I don't
what you.
know.
I think Boss would be even more angry. Because do you have HBO, Boss?
Yeah,
Oh, did you watch it that night?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So you saw.
I didn't even see the episode.
You
This
saw
is
10
all
minutes
predictions.
before where like they kept
Oh.
cutting. HBO says.
Oh no no no! I watched it. I watched it on.
That
I
was
watched it on
infuriating.
HBO Go. From straight, a little later.
Yeah, well, it was very annoying. They just played a bunch of trailers for other shows.
That
and
was
Oh
infuriating.
well, you
Every 5
got
seconds,
to
it's
milk
like,
it.
Game of Thrones
for all it's
starts in
worth.
3
Oh, yeah, no,
minutes.
they-
But I mean,
I understand from a
I
marketing
understand that, but
perspective.
in the context of
annoying,
the
but I get it.
episode, it's a different story.
Yeah, I don't see why you need to do that. People are going to watch it. Are going to watch it. It's HBO. It's not TV. So
That'd be funny if they did that in between scenes. The next scene starts in 30 seconds.
like,
29, 28,
but it
27.
is. I do get that sense, like kind of this pandering to like let's build the hype and.
Well, yeah, 'cause
and
they
then there's
wanna
people
make
out there.
fucking
They'll
money.
really feed into the hype. Oh boy.
I was watching this interview online where Charles Dance was on some talk show, and I think it was in London. The talk show, I couldn't remember if it was Australian. I think it was in London, but they were saying
Does
how,
location matter?
No, I don't know.
What the
I
fuck
got
are you bringing
distracted.
this up for?
Well, just giving you all the
Was it
details.
London? No, maybe it was Australia. No, I think it was London. Hold on, was it England?
I don't know. It's important to me anyway. But they were asking him about like prequels and everything, and he was saying, "Oh, I haven't heard anything about that, but they're gonna make. I'm sure they're gonna be spin-offs of some kind." And he was like, "They're gonna milk it." Essentially, I'm paraphrasing. He's like, "They're gonna milk it for everything it's worth."
Oh yeah,
Which,
of course.
as they should. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do. But
Plus,
then-
it's something that I even want more of. I think they should do more. I want them to make the Duncan Egg stories, brought to you by Duncan, and I want them to make. They're,
that's right,
apparently,
they're
they're
not
making
doing
they are making a prequel that takes place something like 10,000 years before Game of Thrones. It's about the Long Night. I think they're doing that, so that would be interesting. I'm all for it.
yeah, but it might go the Star Wars route where they go.
could.
Oh, okay, we've done too
Did you
much.
see the new Star Wars preview though?
No. Why?
Looks pretty good.
I haven't even seen the latest one.
Although it is a preview, most previews do make it look
I
awesome.
don't really watch trailers.
Well,
They-
when it's
it
big
all
things,
annoys me, man.
if big things, I'll check it out. It depends if it's something in my, that
I got a
interests me.
VPN on my phone. I don't get ads on that anymore.
Wow, you're
I'm
so
trying
cool,
to,
man.
I'm trying to avoid all advertising. You're surrounded by everything in this room has an ad on it. Company.
Plus,
it's
you're
ridiculous.
wearing one of those NASCAR bodysuits.
Nelson-
It's covered with
a
ads.
Greg Norman shirts. Like,
Greg Norman.
yeah, I think he was a famous golfer, and he had this line of clothes. They're really comfortable shirts.
Oh yeah, Oxnard loves golf.
I love golf. I love
Clothes.
golf clothing.
Yeah, look at his collection of visors overhanging.
Well, no,
on
just the
wall.
shirts. I love golf shirts.
I know.
They're a little more pricier, but I'm telling you, man, this
Worth
lasts
it.
years.
They breathe.
They breathe, and yeah, they feel good.
What's that material there?
I don't know.
What's that? It's a blend.
Usually.
Nylon and
even
what?
my jeans are a blend. This is like part spandex, I think. It's good.
Oh, man.
Stretches for you. I never wore jeans.
You used to wear burlap.
I used to go around nude.
How you guys doing?
All right, so Qyburn comes up to Cersei, says, "Hey, the wall has been dead are coming." She seems happy about it because she's like, "Good." So she doesn't really get the scope of how big this thing is. I'm getting
Maybe
like
I don't think she really
Maybe
cares,
she thinks
man.
she
Maybe
could
she's
just
a little
sail away, go
stupid.
somewhere else, fuck everybody.
Well, I think she's like, let them. Well, she says it, I think, in the last season. Let them kill each other, and then when we're left.
what do you guys think of this stuff with Euron and Cersei?
Oh, I thought,
Oh my
I
god,
thought it was
so
horrible.
dumb, so dumb.
First
Man,
of all,
it is really easy
they
to
make
get in her fucking bed. Oh, come on, I'm so awesome. But wait, hey, remember me? Hey,
I'm pretty sure you
Yo.
promised me we'd
Yeah.
bang. Actually, I was seeing a thing that Lena Headey was against her Cersei like giving in and having sex with Euron.
Yeah, if you look at her Twitter and stuff, it's like very like feminist, pro, like all these causes and everything. So
No, but and yeah,
It made
the
no
article was
sense.
talking about how like no, this doesn't make sense. The character, I don't think Cersei would do this, and she was really against
and they
that
showed her
decision.
check,
But then,
and she says, "I think she."
well,
would
it's
do
not
it."
her decision ultimately. I mean, that's not even that.
Isn't she already pregnant?
She is.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
yeah,
she
when
is.
he's like,
So it
"I'm
didn't
gonna
really
put a
matter.
baby in your belly," I laughed at that because
Yeah.
he doesn't know that she's already
Right.
pregnant.
No, but she's drinking wine all the time. I don't think.
Dude,
she's
it's fucking Middle Ages.
Yeah, but I told
don't
you
care.
last week the Maesters
know.
have to observe drunks having kids and the kids not being right.
Well, Qyburn doesn't give a shit. They're just making a Franken baby.
You gonna tell her not to drink, man?
I think she just lied to Tyrion.
Look, it does, also that doesn't matter. The Maesters or whatever they're gonna do, they answer to her, for the most part. Qyburn is probably not gonna make waves, or they think it's that there's not any evidence. Look at all the doctors who saw
No, I mean-
how bad smoking and drinking was for pregnant mothers all through the years that everybody smoked and drank while they were pregnant, with our parents and their parents.
No, Oxnard's got a point though. Maybe maybe he just she just lied to Tyrion.
I think just getting in his
That's
head.
a good point. You think?
And
But she lied to Jaime then too, before Tyrion. 'Cause
Yeah,
that-
why not?
yeah, I think she's kind of like
guess so.
disconnecting herself from everyone. She's very isolated. She's like her
She
own
is.
little psycho castle
Yeah.
Frankenstein.
she's having,
nightmare
she's
in
like
here.
Donald Trump, just driving around having a lot of executive
I
time.
rule the throne. I'm very pretty in my crown.
Look at my beautiful blonde hair.
I think I'm pregnant.
He
I'm
doesn't
gonna
drink
wine.
though. That's the only difference between him and
You'd
Cersei.
wonder, don't you?
She just
Shockingly.
She just ravens at 3 a.m. all the time.
That's literal tweeting.
I have a message, my lord.
We need to rebuild the wall.
I keep getting
And
these
then
ravens from Cersei complaining
says
about
little
the
Rubio.
Night's Watch.
It's a raven rampage.
All right, so we saw Yara
Yeah.
there.
And
Yara,
she was, Cersei was against it. The actress was against, but then the showrunners there, D.B. Weiss and David Benioff said that, like, she's basically, and she's like in this position when he kind of calls in the favor, because from the beginning, Euron was like, I want to marry you, like, what do I have to do to get in your pants, and then he's like, you got to earn it, she says. So he goes and he brings the big fleet, he goes and he gets the Golden Company, he's plotting with her, all this stuff, and he does with Yara Greyjoy and everything, so he destroys Daenerys' fleet, all this stuff. He does a lot, actually. So then when he
does.
finally calls in the favor or he's going to leave, I guess she really doesn't. My first thought was, well, she doesn't really have too much of a choice. She does really risk him leaving, and like you just said, she's so isolated. Jaime kept pointing out, we have almost no allies. We can't win. We're going to get slaughtered. So either the dead are going to come, their dead are going to win, and they're going to kill us all, or the other people are going to win, and then they're going to come kill us all after that. So I think that's why
Imagine she
they
becomes
justified
like,
Cersei doing it, but it still doesn't feel like it rings true. Because
Right.
Cersei would still say, I don't give a fuck, bring it on.
Well, with Qyburn and the Undead Mountain and all this stuff, and the White, what if she becomes some sort of like undead female Hitler dictator of the South, and meanwhile in the North, all the North people are just like, let's stay out of the South for a couple of generations. It's getting weird down there.
Could happen. Although Dorne is still there.
Yeah, but they killed everyone.
Well, there's a vacuum, though. Someone's going to fill that vacuum in Dorne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got a vacuum.
There's
you can
nobody
fill.
then? The Dorne's just going to go leaderless?
No.
Divided, leaderless.
And then I was texting you. Rumor is, I was trying to confirm it, but apparently the actor who plays Bronn.
Have you heard about this, boss? Have you heard about this one?
Have you heard this? Seen
Have you heard this?
Heard
Have
about
you heard this story?
So the actor who plays Bronn and Lena Headey used to date.
Jerome Flynn, believe his name is?
Yeah, and
Well-
it ended very poorly. So in their contract, they never want to be on set together and never have
They're
a
not
scene
allowed
together.
to interact.
And you think
with
about
each
it, they've
other at
never
all.
interacted on the show. And even in here, when he gets the crossbow, I was like, that's weird that Qyburn went on her behalf. She doesn't have time to just walk in and say, this is a personal thing. I need you to kill my brother with this crossbow that he used to kill my father.
Well, it was weird. I was reading a lot of stuff then about all this kind of dirty
Pox or
laundry that.
Oh, yeah, that's my favorite line in this episode is,
Oh, yeah.
poor girl, the pox will take her in a year.
What? Which one?
Yeah.
See, I think Qyburn, he doesn't really mean that. I think Qyburn just seems like
I think he does.
No, but I think he means it, but not like he's
She's
just
got
like
some
he
kind
finds
of
it
fucking
interesting.
warts on her badge.
Really?
Well, you could just tell by looking at her.
Yeah,
that she's-
exactly.
And this girl likes old men.
But anyway, Jerome Flynn. That apparently what I saw was that they dated some years ago, before the show, and then
That's what I heard too.
and then she also had like a nasty divorce, unfortunately, and all kinds of bad stuff. There was a lot of crazy stuff. Like, and then I was like, I feel weird reading all this like gossipy shit. It was like Lena Headey's horrible divorce or whatever, and it was revealed that she's broke. Only has $5 in her bank account, and blah
How'd
blah
they get
blah.
that information?
Because she was filed because it was something with a court filing, where there was, the ex-husband requested something X amount of dollars from a tax refund, and she was saying, no, I need this for this. I don't know. It was like, so it was revealed that she had no money. I don't know. But then I was like, this is so sad and terrible. Like, this is a difficult time for this
all that-
person, and then I feel awful reading about all this stuff
Yeah, it's
being
all like
aired
that
out.
TMZ shit. Like, I guess there's enough people out there
Yeah.
who really do care.
The other stuff I didn't feel bad about reading was the stuff about Sean Bean, where he got he was stabbed and got punched in the face,
See, that I want
defending
to
the
read about.
honor of a stripper.
Yeah, see, that I would read about. That's
I
real news.
that I didn't feel bad about. Cause did you hear about that one, boss? Where Sean Bean, after he was outside of a bar smoking a cigarette with a stripper, and some guy was making lewd comments to her. So he like challenged him.
Face off.
And then like he left. The guy left, went down the street. Then later on, when Sean Bean went back outside for a smoke. The guy came at him, attacked him, and like stabbed him in the arm and punched him in the face. And he like fought him or whatever. And that was while they were filming, I think. And then later on, he got arrested because he was harassing his ex, apparently, who I think he had abuse, like some kind of abuse charges against him with this woman. And then they broke up. Then
great Game of Thrones discussion. Just digging up dirt on all these people.
No, but I'm saying this is the kind of shit that was in because we were talking about Bronn, Jerome, and Lena.
Right.
And then I felt so dirty reading all of it, so now I have to make you feel dirty so that I feel less dirty.
No, I like the stabbing and punching. That's a cool story.
Yeah, and not so much and then he turned himself into Scotland Yard and he was bailed out or whatever. And
Yeah,
then I think they worked it out. I don't know.
He's a man. He's a man doing his thing.
So what if he beats a woman or two?
Well, not that.
He also defends strippers.
that I can't condone.
No, of course not.
We here at Dexter, Oxnard, and Boss don't condone that sort of behavior.
I've beaten women for it. It's too easy.
Fact, Sean Bean, you're banned from the show.
No, that was a terrible joke. That is not funny.
I didn't even hear it.
Good.
Nice.
The sad thing is people did. And I apologize immediately.
And I'm probably going to replay it. I was listening
right
to
now?
I could. Copy and paste. I'm the master editor.
No, it was a joke. We shouldn't joke about those things, really, honestly.
What things?
Beating women.
Is that the joke you made?
Yeah.
Dexter,
Well, yeah, I had nothing to do with that.
I just apologized, and I said it was wrong.
Just
cut the whole part. Cut.
something to cut. All right, so guys.
None of this is going to air. Anyway.
So, what's this?
Bronn gets that crossbow. He's
Yeah.
got to kill everyone.
He's got to kill Tyrion.
And
think
Daenerys.
Yeah. Which I think he would do. He wants his castle. Almost had it. Didn't get it.
He is mad, and I remember last week when we were talking about that, you could see I was bringing up in that when the dragons come outside Highgarden in that battle.
Yeah.
he is very disgruntled already about not getting what he wants. He felt like I already should have been comfortable in my castle with my highborn wife,
With my pillows.
living the life. So many
Satin
pillows.
curtains.
silk sheets, satin curtains,
Slippers.
more throw
Where are the
pillows
slippers?
than I can count.
Glass of tea. At 2. Every day.
At 2 or 4? When's tea time?
In Game of Thrones, it's 2. In England's 4.
It's Game of Thrones has a tea time?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
I'm just making that up.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Doing an experiment. I'm just
They
gonna say.
have blackened sausage time though.
That's true. Yeah.
That's at the wall. All right, lads. It's 2 p.m. Grab your blackened sausages.
Remember in the first book, when the Lannisters got to Winterfell the next morning, Tyrion had like gotten drunk and he fell asleep in like the hay.
Oh yeah, here's like burnt fish heads, blackened
Yeah, he
bacon.
went like blackened fish
Yeah.
and stuff. Sounded pretty good, but I wonder if that's like a hangover.
I got
food.
boss one. I think for when I got you guys gifts when I got married because you were my wedding party.
Mhm, I
I
still
got
have
you a cookbook, a Game of Thrones cookbook. Still waiting on to try one of those meals out.
Sure.
it. Do they have the one?
It's
with,
okay. I won't be offended. Have you not opened the book?
No, I've opened it.
Yeah.
You gave me the Game of Thrones pop-out book, which you can
Yeah.
unfurl.
Yes.
And it makes the whole map of Westeros. That
Then
was
I
really
ended up
cool.
getting one for myself as well. It's very cool.
Oh really? You could have. I mean, not
Nah,
to gift it back, but
well,
you could have
no.
just borrowed it and played around with
But
it.
I want to keep it.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to bring it to my office now.
It's gonna get ruined instantly.
I've got a lot of stuff in my office.
Well, it might be safer there. There's
No,
less,
it's safer in my office.
less poop at the
Yeah, my
office.
daughter already like got into my room and like I had
Pooped everywhere?
like, a sculpture thing I had done, like a just a sculpting thing I was messing around with. But I was like, oh, I like this. I'll just keep this here right now. She already got it, and ruined it.
Well, do not bring that kid here with all my miniatures on that.
Oh
table.
no, God no! Kidding me? All I'd be doing is like, put that down. No, don't touch that. Come here. It's crazy.
You're saying her name.
What do I care?
Oh, okay.
The inventor is gonna know my beautiful daughter has a beautiful name.
I'm gonna get a text later.
you-
Cut that out.
I don't care.
Okay, so now we're
Do you
getting
care,
to.
boss? If you want to cut it out, I won't say it if you think it's a problem.
No.
It's up to you guys.
You should just bleep it. Bleep.
I think that's funnier. My daughter is a beautiful name.
All right, so that's Dexter's
is
daughter's
funny.
name.
That
Hey,
is
we're
funny.
coming up on Varys' second line. Might be 2 more lines, but
Ooh,
yeah.
I have to take a shit.
But man, it's just Varys. He's just there. Where's Varys, man?
First of all, Varys needs a hat. Okay, it's very cold. He's bald.
Well, we talked about that
you
last
need
season.
a
Remember?
hat. Did we?
Well, they all went up north, and we were talking about the armies, and then I was like, wait, and another thing, no one's wearing hats.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
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 It's freezing.
Come on, you gotta keep that heat in there. You lose all that heat through the top of your
I
head.
want to listen to a lonely old man. The other thing I always find interesting about these medieval courtyards, there's always a guy walking his goats or sheep back and forth, like forever.
Well, that's like dinner.
Yeah, but what?
While you're walking your dinner around.
Don't you eat dinner every day? Well,
Yeah,
you
but you're
used to
gonna
walk the goats every day.
I walk around with my pizza.
What if it's a milking,
breakfast?
like
I'm
a
gonna
milk-
eat it for dinner.
What if it's a milk goat?
Well, that's fine. Go to the milking area, right
But it
next
just
to the
seems
butcher
crazy.
area.
maybe he's lost. Well, this guy's got wood. Why's he walking with that wood?
I love that they're building
firewood
I love that they're
chopped
building trebuchets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And in the preview for the next one, you see they're gonna use them.
Yeah,
I
trebuchets
didn't
are
realize
awesome.
that actually until you just mentioned it,
Yeah.
because I was too focused on
In Civ
On,
5, Civ 4 we play.
5.
That's right. And 6 came out. Yeah, trebuchets the best. Take
Very
a
helpful.
city super fast.
Your catapults are garbage.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the catapults.
Don't even bother. Although if you can get there very early,
Not gonna
then
happen.
they could be good. But it never works out that
Not
way.
gonna happen. And yeah.
The Dothraki must be cold.
Yeah, but I'm sure they're getting used to it. Their horses, I think, would have.
They've never
Oh
experienced
yeah, the
a
horses
temperature
probably
like
have
this.
a huge problem with it. They're like
Yeah, because they've
Arabian
never
horses.
been in this climate.
Exactly.
Now it's springtime now, and it got like 70 degrees outside, and I had to turn the air conditioner on in my house. I had the
Mine's
windows
on right
open.
now.
I had the windows open. I wasn't getting a breeze in, even with the windows open, because where my house is situated, like I have to have the dining room window open and the living room. I try and get a cross breeze going.
Yeah, nice cross.
But
breeze.
if it's still out, I get nothing, and so it'll be like nice and cool outside, and my house will be super hot.
Well, just get a little fan.
Well, I
and
just-
put it by the window. It'll suck in the air.
Nah, just turn the air on. I have a giant. It looks terrible. It's like this giant air conditioner that's like in the wall.
It is true, boss. Like, Daenerys doesn't even seem concerned. She's acting like,
Yeah.
I'm above it.
It's like she wants him to die riding it.
It's a weird vibe I was getting.
I mean, it's kind of dangerous that she's riding the dragons too.
Well, she's done it at least. I can
Yeah,
at least
she's a Targaryen.
believe that.
Still,
I mean, it's unnecessary right now, obviously.
you know what? It's in his blood. He's got dragon riding in his blood because he's a Targaryen. What about? Like, does Jon understand what Sam told him?
Yeah.
Because does he realize he's fucking his aunt? That's what I mean.
Well, no, and he's not.
I don't think the gravity of the situation
It's not
has
setting in yet. But
set in here.
it is. If he's Targaryen, that's okay.
Family trees are complicated,
That's kinda
so
what
I
they
no,
do.
but I
it's gonna
understand.
take a couple episodes to realize that.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Am I banging my dad?
What does
Sam, you're a genius.
John? Do you understand what I'm telling you? I'm banging me dad.
But my dad's bones are right here. Look, Sam, here's a skull.
You're telling me I'm banging him?
Does Daenerys put my father's skull in her veg, and then I put my weens in it?
I'm fucking me dad's skull.
Yes, John, you are.
I just picture canned laughter in this whole situation.
Or Ricky Gervais slapped her. Oh,
I'm
man.
gonna burst.
You gotta look up Big Bang Theory where they take out
Oh,
the
I
laughter
love-
and-
yes.
and replace it with Ricky Gervais.
I love that video.
And I found out a few weeks ago. I watched it like 100 times that day.
You sent it to me.
And every time I watched it, I laughed just as
I
hard.
send that to everybody. I send that to my one snoozer who occasionally participates in stuff. I sent that to him. He thought it was hilarious because he's like, he gets so snobby about stuff like video games and everything. He's like, Big Bang Theory is absolute garbage. Blah blah
Okay.
blah. Which I agree with him, but it's just funny. So he
it's
very
like the
much
most
appreciated that
popular
video.
show on
My-
TV.
Well, not anymore. It's over now, thankfully.
Oh,
Oh my god.
well, now they got Little Sheldon, right? That show?
Yeah, but that's like, isn't that like a serious show? I feel like, are they making fun of? Stop making fun of people with autism. Is that what's basically happening here?
The word I heard was nerd. A nerd minstrel show, something like that. That's what I heard people call it.
Oh my god,
And like, they're
that's
just-
awful. For fuck's sake.
Should I cut that out?
He's a nerd face. No, you don't have to cut that out. No, I'm just saying that is ridiculous.
And I thought after this dragon
Give me a
thing,
fucking
John was
break.
going to be puking his guts out.
that would have been hilarious.
I thought that's what they
Yeah.
were leading
he gets
to.
airsick.
And then Daenerys is like, well, John, looks like you have to learn more about dragon riding.
Yeah.
That was the best Amelia Clark impersonation I've ever heard.
Well, she was just all
Well,
fucking
you're not looking at my
snotty this
eyebrows
whole
when I do it,
episode.
Oh
see?
my god.
She just
Can I
made
tell you-
snarky comments the whole time
Hey, I
and
don't
told
care.
Sam she killed her family.
His
family.
Amelia Clark's eyebrows are like the sexiest thing to me.
Yeah, it's
Because
Yeah.
they're
really
not
weird.
the same color as her hair.
I don't care.
Why are they the sexiest thing?
I don't get it.
I don't know. I love that how they look and the way they move.
But that's
I think
the only
she's
significant
ridiculously hot.
aspect
And the
of them is they're
eyebrows are
different
like
color.
a huge thing for me with her.
Everyone
They're
has different
incredible.
tastes. Everyone has different tastes.
I didn't realize that I liked this until her.
Okay.
They look kind of raggedy.
Take it easy. Dexter,
look
just
kinda
put the gun
raggedy.
down.
By the way, Oxnard, your eyebrows are looking very bushy this evening.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
With men, the bushier the better.
I'm getting flush.
Yeah, see, there's Drogon.
Creepy Drogon.
So,
Oh, I liked how the dragon glass was being molten and it's blue.
yeah, I was gonna ask.
Midnight blue.
I didn't know dragon glass was something you could melt
Yeah,
down.
I didn't know that
I'd be
either.
afraid to do it.
But it is
Because I don't want to
mean,
ruin. I mean, they do have a lot, but I wouldn't want to ruin it. But I guess you got to try something. You can do like a small sample, like, all right, let me see if I can melt this down and turn it into arrowheads.
Yeah.
It worked.
But I guess it is a glass. Dragon glass.
That's true. Makes
I
sense.
thought they just named it glass because it seemed like a glass.
Makes
but-
sense. I've seen that person at the Renaissance Fair do the glass blowing. Have you seen that person?
I saw it in Disney World when I was a kid.
Well, at the Ren Fair that's in New York State there in Tuxedo, when it comes by the tri-state region.
Does the location matter, Dexter? Again? Why all these... Where
It's
is...
a nice location.
Can I
where
get
they
some
have it.
coordinates to where this is
You
happening?
want longitudes and latitudes? Well, that's a nice park. That's why the Sterling Forest, I think it's called. Right?
R.E.M. the Hounds. Hound gets a cool axe.
He doesn't want to hear me talk anymore.
Well,
I was
going to
say, I'm pretty sure that person's
Yeah,
transitioning.
this is good, this part.
All right, it is a good part.
So there's a mutual respect there. Like, you got to do what you can to survive. And in the end, they both survive.
But she's back on his list. Don't you think she's going to kill him?
Well,
I did.
He's on her list.
She's back on her list. Yeah, he's back on her list. Oh, shit. I'm so
How much
tired.
vodka have you had? I'm so tired. Wake me up, alcohol.
He's too deep into his cups.
Who's that? I just ran in here.
That's him. He just said it.
See, I gotta be careful when I make Dexter laugh now. I get nervous.
Who was that dandy that just ran in here?
Look at that. I knew to put the tissues there.
You did. You know, when I start laughing, I get attacks.
Then I get
coughing
nervous because I
fits.
think one of you guys is gonna start gagging. I don't want you puking on my...
How many years has it been? I've come close.
I know, I get nervous. I'm telling you, I got emetophobia. That stuff makes me nervous. Oh, God, he's laughing too hard. Puke's coming. 3, 2...
Oh, no. Oh, man.
So is Gendry expected to do... he has some help here, but
He's a smithy.
there's a lot of weapons to be made.
Why doesn't he look sweaty either? I didn't understand that. Is it that cold? That even standing next to a furnace for 12 hours, he's not even a bead of sweat?
I would have brought in the mister and sprayed him in the face a little.
Bring in the mister!
No, the budget!
What?
You can't go to
I
CVS!
told you before the fucking budget was a mister!
It's a fucking 99-cent piece of plastic!
You're fired, you fucking twat!
The director was David Nutter. Thoughts on that name, Dexter? Oh, God, it's happening!
David Nutter. Well, I think Neil Marshall was the director that we used to
Yeah.
do that voice for. Yeah, I've seen that name before, and Brian Cogman, is that another name? A writer? He's written a bunch.
I don't know. I just put down names here that I like. Jan Royce.
He was just writing down random names.
No, because there's a lot of characters. It was like I remember the guy's face. I was like, I have no idea what his name is. Yeah, the Royce guy is always like,
Yeah, he was in.
gotta
He was in
stick up
the.
his ass.
He was in the early like Doctor Who reboot. I think it was the 9th Doctor, and he was. Do you remember those guys that would wear the aliens that would wear like flesh suits that looked like human, and then they'd unzip themselves and they looked like weird giant baby people?
Yeah.
And then he was the
Yes.
guy. I always remember him. Every time I see the guy who plays Lord Royce, I just think of Victor. He should be naked.
You know what I gotta find?
Oh! He's also the guy from Braveheart who invokes his right of prima nocta.
Yes,
That's the guy who plays Lord Royce.
my noble right. Yes.
It is my noble right.
I remember in high school or in college, I remember Sci-Fi Channel had like a 2-hour special that it was like they went through all those strange creatures and aliens from Doctor Who up to that point,
Oh, interesting.
and I missed it, and I could never find it.
Shit.
But if anyone out there remembers that, I gotta try googling that. It was. I just remember they're going to talk about these the Daleks. What are they called?
Daleks.
Daleks.
Cybermen.
Cybermen.
Daleks. What the fuck were the name of those aliens? I can't remember the ones. Those baby monster people.
I don't know.
No, I'm
I haven't
trying
seen
to.
Doctor Who in a long time.
I actually have to catch up. I missed Peter Capaldi's last season because I really didn't like that. I really didn't like that whole thing with. That was a Stephen Moffat thing. Ruined that for
Yeah.
me.
All right, so Daenerys goes to Sam. I like how Sam is like, whoa, like shocked.
Oh, that was a great scene. I thought.
This is my favorite scene, and Sam I thought was the best one in the whole episode. He's the
yeah.
one who still seems like Sam.
Well, him and like Sam, but also at least Bran's focused.
Yeah,
Like
Bran.
to Boss's point,
Daenerys
Bran's
to me
a-
is getting too snootiness.
she's the queen, man.
Yeah, but
She's got to start.
She's very
She's got to
snooty.
start saying. She's got to go in there and she's got to put her foot down and say, "I'm the queen."
and John's just
Sorry,
always,
folks.
always been like that, like
Yeah.
since the beginning.
Oh yeah, no, he's yeah. No, that's Jon Snow. He's being Jon Snow. He's yeah.
So I guess he is good for the role because he's now like kind of the main character.
Oh, I think
Central
he does a
point.
fantastic. Kit Harington, I think does a
Yeah.
fantastic job. I think they all do. I mean, I can't believe what a good casting job they've done by and large.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, sorry.
We were here at the time,
For more on that, listen to last week's episode.
but we repeat
What were you
things
gonna
we
say,
said in
boss?
episodes before.
I was gonna say, was there? I forget what happened with Ser Jorah after Sam cut off all his grayscale.
He went back.
Cured.
He just went back.
He shows up at Dragonstone.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Man, he must have some disgusting scabs all over his body.
I think what Sam did is actually
Well, you can see his hand. It looks like he's got like that pink, like if you have like a cut, like a big cut or a scab, or like scars over like a burn or something.
This is where I got burns.
Oh damn, what's that from?
Taking
Grayscale?
a pizza out of the oven, and it touched my arm. This one like
The pizza did, or
No, the hot pan. The
Yeah,
pizza
yeah,
pan,
yeah.
And it just hit it real fast. Like not even a second.
yeah?
And it didn't even hurt until later. And when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah,
How long ago was that?
almost like a month. That ain't
Damn.
going away.
Looks badass.
Battle scar.
Yeah, yeah. I was a Sean Bean outside a shrimp
hungry.
club fighting hookers.
Oh man,
Yeah,
he just got into a knife fight. Nah, making pizza because I'm fat.
It was a full moon that night. The air was moist and thick. Dexter
Ooh,
Moist air.
had a beer or two, and it got hungry. Had a pizza
had a
made.
hankering.
Had a big pizza made.
What was on it? What kind of pizza?
What was on it?
Where's
A
this
Red Baron.
We just picked up like 3 slices of white pizza, and I was just warming it up in the oven.
I love white pizza.
It's very good.
I don't.
It's one of my favorite.
And what's
pizzas.
weird? Some
like
places it
tomato
tastes
sauce.
weird, but they have sometimes they have it with broccoli.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I used to not like it, but then there's this place I went to, and I was like, oh wow, I guess they use like a better broccoli or something.
Well, they drench the broccoli in garlic.
Maybe, or butter or something. But yeah, white pizza's so, and I always ask for marinara on the side, which is kind of defeating the purpose a little.
No, but it's
I love
no,
dipping
it doesn't because it is different because it's made white pizzas instead of a tomato sauce. In case people aren't familiar, I don't know what they have in Scotland, like with the inventor. What?
Oh, remember-
They got white pizza in Scotland, I bet.
I don't fucking know. They just got a fucking Krispy Kreme out in Ireland, and everyone lost their goddamn minds. So I don't know what the fuck they have in Scotland.
No, they have the deep fried pizza. Remember I showed you the video?
White pizza though? Do they have ricotta cheese?
I'm sure-
Inventor, have you ever had? You
closer
know
to
what
Italy than we
ricotta
are.
cheese is?
He's closer to Italy than we are. He doesn't know what ricotta cheese is?
Yeah. Where the fuck do you think he lives?
Scotland. All it is
not on
up
the
there.
moon.
I thought all he ever ate was a boiled sheep's stomach for his whole life.
I'm sure they have a plethora
Filled
of
Yeah.
different restaurants. Like we have here. We have the Greek, Chinese, Indian,
the great,
The great Chinese.
the great Chinese.
the Indian food.
Well, he
place.
prefers Chinese, Dexter.
You got Italian. It's North Jersey, so there's tons of
I
Italian.
guarantee you that pizza places out in like the fucking Midwest don't necessarily have white pie.
Yeah, they might not.
So that's what I'm saying. If in the United States they don't have it, I'm assuming in another country they might not.
No, but I think they would because they're closer to its origin.
So, oh yeah, India is famous for their white pies because they're closer to Italy than we are too.
maybe I'm sure there's
I-
a pizza.
what are
place
you
in-
talking
in
about?
India?
Fuck are you on about, mate?
It's funny. None of us have anything to back up either of our arguments.
No, exactly. Just purely a battle of opinions. Is India closer to Italy than we are?
No.
Probably not.
I don't
Wait,
think
what?
so.
India? I think it is. It's a whole part. It's all over there. What are you talking about?
All over there.
The United States is a pretty big place. Look, you have to
Well,
look.
if you're in California, I mean, we're on the East Coast.
There's the whole ocean.
I know, but I'm
separating
saying
us.
we're on the East.
India's definitely closer to Italy. It has to be. If it's not, I'm insane then. And I really need to study the globe.
Yeah, it is closer.
It is closer, right?
It has to be.
Well, I said it was originally.
China's closer to Italy than we are.
Is it?
Yes.
No
You
way.
don't know what the world looks like?
Yeah, but the airspace is garbage. You don't want to fly over there.
It is closer.
So, factor that in.
White pizza in Scotland.
Why can't we be closer to Italy? Home of the white pie.
Yeah, they got
Probably don't
no.
even have it that much.
Nova
there.
pizza.
Probably. I can guarantee you they don't make a white
an
pie in
American
Italy.
Look, they have a vegetarian pizza place in Scotland, Nova Pizza. And
Well, what the fuck do they put on it?
it's
New
yeah,
things.
It's pizza, man. It's pizza.
Do they have a white pie?
I'm sure they must.
I don't know. Ricotta cheese.
Ricotta! Ugh!
Sorry, inventor.
Yeah, we're really
Look, vegan vegetarian
stereotyping you.
restaurant, Scottish Food Award and Academy Gold Medal star. This place sounds pretty good.
Have you
After
been
I'm
there?
done inventing traps for spiders,
I'll go get the white
I
pie.
give me a ricotta slice from the old pizza pie.
Ricotta.
Eerie.
Pizza place.
My terrible Scottish accent.
It's awful.
I know.
We're very bad.
Okay, a whole
that's
part
all
of
I
the
could do.
menu dedicated to white pizza.
Really? Let me see. Give me your phone. What do we got here?
It has its own
Man.
section, okay?
Dexter just thinks you're some
When
Midwestern
they're just eating haggis and drinking?
fools.
I'll say this. I don't see a single one mentioning ricotta cheese.
Maybe it's implied because it's so common in
You
Scotland.
think so? Because this says...
Well, what else would they use?
I don't even know, like, the first one. No... How you say that? Noche para e meal. What? Walnuts, blue cheese, pears, honey, mozzarella, black pepper. Sounds delicious. Don't see any mention of ricotta cheese.
Yeah, but white pizza implies that instead of red sauce, you're using the ricotta. I would
But
think.
they're
No, it
mentioning other
implies
cheeses.
that there's not ricotta instead of red sauce. Sometimes it's just like a garlic oil kind of thing.
Like the carbonara, right?
Yeah.
Carbonara. I have a carbonara. Cream, turmeric, black pepper, onion, smoked seitan.
That's a weird carbonara. You don't put turmeric on a carbonara.
I've never. This is a
inventor.
bizarro.
It's
Come
a
on,
vegetarian
inventor.
Smoked seitan.
You go.
Mozzarella
What is
and
this place
Parmesan.
called? Inventor, you go to
Nova
Nova Pizza,
Pizza.
and you let them know that they should not be putting that turmeric on their carbonara pizza.
Wait, what is this? S-E-I-T-A-N. Seitan. Am I saying that right? Smoked seitan? Seitan?
It's probably a fish, Scottish fish, maybe.
No, but this is a vegetarian place, I think.
Well, it's
That's
fish.
what Oxnard just said. Yeah, but fish isn't vegetarian.
It's pescatarian.
Well, is that vegetarian or pescatarian?
Who knows?
That was like a Jim Gaffigan thing where he's like, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat chicken and beef, but not fish because that's disgusting. Oh, yeah, there is a salmon thing here. Oh, but it's veg salmon.
Yeah, the point is,
Cream?
I don't even know how we got on this.
What's fresh rocket? Here's
Rocket's
the
a green.
focaccia al salmon.
Rocket's a green.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Cream, fresh rocket,
microgreen.
black olives, mayonnaise,
Or actually not micro.
lemon, veg salmon. I'm eating veg.
Veg salmon?
Veg salmon and parmesan. I've never heard of rocket.
Well, Dexter,
And it's a
get out more.
What is a microgreen?
They're small greens.
Like a microbrewery?
No, just microgreens.
Just a tiny leaf?
I think that it's all just buzzwords, you know.
Is that just a small spinach? Is that
Isn't
like
buzzword
Is it
a
tinier than
isn't-
baby spinach?
Isn't buzzword a
It's
buzzword?
buzzword. Is it?
What?
Gotcha!
Buzzword is two
We gotcha.
words. What are you
But
talking
you
about?
know,
It's a buzz phrase.
buzz phrase.
You guys are making no
You're
sense.
buzz phrasing
Hey,
us.
Oxnard buzz is a buzzword. Buzz.
No, but you know, like organic and all that stuff. They just put names and
Well,
stuff.
look,
and
I
not the
wanna
price.
hear-
Yeah, like hand crafted. I hate
Oh, yeah,
that.
look,
That's the
Tito's.
one I hate the
I'm drinking
most.
Tito's
Oh, yeah.
handmade vodka.
Think about
Well, how
that.
the fuck else are they
Handmade vodka. They put in their hands in your vodka.
They're squeezing
And
those
squeezing it?
potatoes or whatever they're
That
using
sounds
to make
disgusting.
it. Squeezing
Such
the
a stupid
grains.
marketing word, handmade. I
It's-
hate that garbage.
Also, I don't.
Oh, I'm glad
want-
you hate advertisements just like I do.
everything. Oh yeah, everything's handmade.
It's crafted
at
in an
some
old-fashioned
extent.
pot.
I was handmade somehow.
Were you?
Sure.
No,
That's the one thing I can't say is
no,
man.
no, that means you're not. Like if I said you should have been a hand job, right? That means you're not handmade. How are you
You
handmade?
should have been a hand job.
Yeah, somebody yelled. I used to work in retail, and somebody yelled at a coworker of mine that he should have been a blowjob.
By the way, when they're burning this kid with that flesh emblem,
Yeah.
if Torment ever starts like a metal band, that should be the cover of the album.
Oh yeah.
Just that burning.
You know what I
effigy.
realized looking at this?
Everybody with flesh emblem. Let's
torn.
rock.
We're so happy to be here. We're Flesh Emblem.
This one goes out to Brienne.
The symbol, the way that you know that was like classic White Walker symbol that we've seen in the caves, and even in the first episode, when in the opening scene, when those guys go beyond the wall, they're ranging out looking for wildlings, and then they see all the corpses making that like kind of circular symbol. It kind of reminds me of actually the Targaryen symbol, the way that the dragon heads are shaped. You think there is a connection there of some kind? I don't know.
Maybe.
I thought that was the House Umber symbol.
No. That's the White Walker symbol. What's the sigil of House Umber? Is it a fist of some
I
kind?
don't
Or
know.
something?
I was thinking one day of just printing out a chart with all the houses and
It's like a tentacle thing, no?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm seeing, if I search Scotland white pizza, I'm seeing pictures of white pizza.
Well, I want to hear from a man or somebody else, anybody who lives in Scotland. But specifically, we know the inventor. He's a Scot. Oh, wait, House Umber's sigil is a Yeti.
All right, so
What the fuck am I looking at?
that's
A Yeti?
A roaring giant, brown-haired and wearing a skin with broken silver chains on flame red.
I have a question.
Look at this shit.
I have a question about
That's a Bigfoot
Yeah.
wearing a man's clothes.
Look, there are a lot of
Just
houses.
escaped from a prison cell.
Okay, the Starks, the Targaryens, and the Lannisters, they kind of took the good ones first, and then
No,
everyone
I
said,
know,
"Oh,
the
damn
Tullys
it."
are like a fucking fish. Let's make our sigil a flopping fish.
You know, my favorite one is Greyjoy. I love that huge...
Oh, that one looks very...
Squid.
The Kraken, the
Yeah, the
upside down
Kraken.
Kraken. What, boss, what were you saying?
I have a question about Bran. So can he see the future and the past? And
He can see the present and the past.
He's like Dr.
I
Manhattan.
don't know that he can see the future.
Okay.
Because
Because I was gonna say, it creates lots of problems if you have somebody who could see the future. It's just like, okay, what
I
do we
don't
do,
think
buddy?
he can see the future. He even says, like...
I think
in
maybe
season 7, he says he can see things that are happening now and things that did happen.
I think
No, I
maybe
think-
he sees many futures. He just doesn't. Maybe he doesn't know how to
Really?
get to
I
them.
remember that was a thing where, like, when they found out John's secret with Daenerys, I think he said something. He's like, yeah, like, I've known that or something.
No, he says... No, he knows it because he saw Ned Stark go into the tower and he
Right.
saw that whole event.
So I think he
But
sees...
and he's also wrong because he says he's a sand.
Yeah, so he sees bits and pieces, but he doesn't know how they mix...
Yeah, but that's
Stick
not
together.
the future. That was the past.
Right.
So I think it's just present and past. Now, next episode, Jaime's in some trouble. He's going to be in some hot water.
I didn't see this. I always turn this off. I didn't even like seeing when they say previously on Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
I just like to
I
jump right
watched that.
in.
You know what? The Battlestar Galactica did that the best. And they proved that this is kind of meaningless.
Right.
Because I watch it every week, next week on Game of Thrones, and I never fucking remember
Yeah.
what happens. And in Battlestar Galactica, what they would do is they would have the intro song, intro credit sequence playing, and then all of a sudden it would be like this somber music, and then all of a sudden it would like pick up and there would be like these intense drums, and then they would have like these quick flashes of like all these quick cut scenes of what you were about to watch
Right,
of
yes.
that episode. Yeah, and it was like really intense, and you're like, oh shit, and you think, why are they going to do that? But then you don't remember any of it. Everything was still shocking, and it's still awesome. But actually,
Yeah,
it was
man.
really cool. I loved
is.
it.
Remember when
It got you pumped up, except for Boss. Boss, it would put Boss to sleep. The drums.
Remember when
We'd be
Boomer-
watching at a friend's house, and he would fall asleep every episode.
It was the music.
Yeah.
I still remember the first when Boomer shot the captain, and remember she came back.
Sharon? You mean?
The Asian
Wait,
girl.
Boomer. Oh no, she. Oh yeah, Boomer. Yeah. That was Sharon. Was Boomer, right? And wait, who did she shoot?
Captain Adama. He's congratulating her.
Oh,
and she
oh,
pulls
oh.
out the gun, just shoots him.
I was yeah.
And
Yeah,
then-
yeah. Oh, that was all. No, that was in the one of the. I was thinking of only the. For some reason, I was thinking of when I was. Never mind. Forget it. I was thinking of something else. Yes, you're absolutely right. No, that was. Oh my god, no! And like this person, the reveal of who is a Cylon. Well, actually, my favorite season was when Gaius Baltar is put on trial, and you actually get this guy. I can't remember his name. The show Supernatural, which I've seen way too many episodes of because my wife watched that show. The guy who plays Crowley in that show, he's the attorney for Gaius Baltar, and he knew Adama's father, who
Okay.
was a lawyer or a judge, or he was like a famous legal figure. And he was in Firefly too. Anyway, I don't know. What the fuck are we
What's the
talking about?
point? All right, so my main thing is that White Walkers giving female babies, problem solved. They just want to reproduce on
Yeah,
their
but
own.
no, but that's not problem solved. We have to sacrifice female babies.
If that's what it takes.
We shouldn't have to sacrifice any babies.
Well, then,
Whatever it takes, Dexter.
I blame the children of the forest.
Look.
They started this shit.
this is like an insect infestation that's gone completely out of control.
I will
And
not
it's-
tolerate
And
infestation.
now it's sentient, and it's never going away. You have to just kind of make a deal
Look,
with it.
No,
and
you can't
that's
do
it.
that because this is like that Simpsons episode where they're overrun What was the episode in The Simpsons when they're overrun and they keep bringing like the natural predator?
Oh, Bart brought his frog to Australia.
Right.
Where
Yeah,
Sean
they
Bean
keep-
may or may
It
not have
keeps
stabbed a
escalating.
hooker or something.
It keeps escalating to like, okay, well, the natural predator of this is this animal. So then they bring that, but then they're overrun with that animal, and they keep on. It keeps on getting bigger and bigger.
Right.
You have to nip this in the bud. The Night King needs to be killed.
Oh, actually, no, that was a joke in the Australia one at the very end. But there was an episode I remember Bart found bird eggs, and when they hatched, they were lizards. But it turns out that was one of the newer seasons. But
Well, it wasn't that old. I mean, it's not that new, this episode, because I haven't watched The Simpsons in years and
Oh, yeah,
years.
yeah.
So, although it could have been like, still, it could have been like season 13.
oh, did you see the Disney streaming thing? It's only going to be like $6 a month.
Oh, good, because I'm gonna have to get it probably.
And I think they're also going to have The Simpsons on there. They're going to. It sounded very reasonable because I was like,
they
oh,
also
what
are
is this
gonna have.
be?
They have original Star Wars series about Boba Fett.
Yeah. So it's not as
that
bad
Jon
as I thought.
Favreau is involved with, and then also they're gonna have all this Disney stuff on there. Which now that I have children, I'm gonna have to. My daughter's obsessed with Moana. You have no idea how many
Really?
how many fucking times I've seen
I don't even like
and
Moana.
heard that movie. Oh, the first couple of times you see it, I really liked it. I thought it was good.
I feel like there was
Then
nothing
after,
to it.
I mean, you know, she was obsessed with it. Oh my god.
It happened. When I was-
Jermaine Clement sings a song in it.
Oh, really?
Sings a song in it. Yeah, he sings the Shiny song. He's a giant crab.
I remember like Ninja Turtles as a kid. Like, just,
Oh,
you
well,
just
as a
latch
kid, that-
on to these things.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
no. Oh my god, my youngest brother was not allowed to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja
get
Turtles
violent?
2. Yes. He would bounce off the fucking couch doing karate moves. I'm 5.5 years older than my youngest brother, so I remember all this stuff from when he was really little, and he was banned from watching the movie because he would watch it and then want to watch it again, and then he would get in trouble because he'd be like jumping off the furniture doing karate. Three Ninjas was the other movie. You remember that movie?
Yep.
Oh, I love Three Ninjas.
I loved that movie. He wasn't allowed to watch that more
It was
than
all
like
ninja
once
stuff
a
when we were
day.
kids. Power Rangers. and-
Power Rangers? Oh shit.
Hated Power Rangers.
There was Surf
Did you?
Ninjas. Remember that one? Surf Ninjas.
Never really was into that. I never got into that. I was Three Ninjas, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. Barney, because of my youngest brother, he was at that age.
Yeah, that wasn't the age.
so
group
that
for
we had the
Barney.
Barney Sega game.
Oh yeah, I love.
When you pressed this, it was Barney's hide and seek.
and you kissed, he blew.
When you
hearts.
pressed the start button, he blew a heart.
Yeah, I
Kiss.
remember
Disturbing. We also had we recorded a bunch of stuff on the VCR, so we had this Barney movie on tape that he would watch religiously.
that. Barney movie.
Yeah, it was weird. He went to like another planet and met an alien. It was weird.
And then that guy turned out to be like some sexual guy.
Did he? A sexual deviant? A
No,
sexual
not, he's like a
deviant?
sexual healer or something. Like
What?
Some kind of sex yoga he's into or something.
This sounds like that cult that like L. Ron Hubbard like was involved with before he started Scientology.
Was he? I don't know. Did I mention I'm going to start reading the book House of Leaves last week on?
I don't know
podcast?
if he did on Mike.
Oh, so I'm starting that soon. I'm very intrigued by it. I was.
Oh yeah, how far into it are you?
Oh, I haven't started anything. But,
Oh.
I just got it the other day.
He made it seem like you read half of it already.
No, no. This isn't. This is. I'm telling you, this book. Look at this. It
Are
looks
those
thick.
now? Are those pages made of ricotta cheese?
Yes.
Is that a white book?
But you see, there's like it's like a puzzle book,
Oh, that's weird.
and like there's some.
That seems like too much work to read.
It's supposed to be fun. And like
Supposed to be.
So it's called like a horror. See, look, some pages you have to turn sideways to read it. And
Why?
like some of them are like in a script form. Well,
Guy's like, I'm not that great a writer, so I'm gonna make my book real gimmicky.
no. Let's see.
I don't know. For all I know, it's a very good book. I have no time to read books.
It's a photojournalist, and he starts to unravel some mysteries, and you kind of go along in the ride. It's like like ARGs. Remember Lost? They would do ARGs, reality games, stuff like that, where you went to Hanzo website.
Yes, and you could call a phone number and all
Yeah,
this shit.
it's kind
Yeah.
of like that, but in
Yeah,
book
yeah.
form.
Oh, okay.
And then even in the back is a complete index of like every word used and what page is on. So I
That
think
seems
you
unnecessary.
might have to cross-reference stuff.
Is this
and
guy
look up-
schizophrenic?
No, this is like This is like his debut book. Came out in 2000.
Oh God, that's a lot to.
I've heard the name,
follow up.
and then I was finally like doing some research on it. I was like, this sounds interesting, so I picked it up. And then there are pages like this, where it's like images. Like, it's
Here's
like,
pictures of other books.
yeah, it references real books. It also references non-existent books. And
What's the like? What's the basic plot like when you on the jacket of the book or whatever? What is the point of this book?
I think it purposely doesn't tell you. It's just something you just have to start and you get into it.
Read book.
I think that's kind of what it is.
Interesting.
It was really like an underground thing for a long time. People would read and this was incredible, and they just share it, and then it grew into something. Because I think when it first came out, no one knew, like, what the hell is this? The thing is, it's a mystery to me, and I'm looking forward to it. Are you trying to deny me Wonder?
No, I would never do such a thing.
All I have are my miniatures.
All I
and
wish
my
for
books.
you is wonder. I wish you all the wonder that exists, Oxnard.
Constant in a state of wonder. I want never fully knowing anything.
I saw him
Just
walking around the
wondering.
neighborhood just in a state of wonderment.
And this is that Chernobyl.
Yeah, this looks too intense for me.
I might watch it.
It looks very interesting and very well made.
I've always been fascinated with like just nuclear, like when things go wrong in a nuclear setting and stuff like that.
Because it's the most dangerous power that exists in the world.
You still can't go there.
And
This is
the
called
fact that we think we can actually harness it and contain it without incident is crazy.
Yeah.
Because even the state of the current state of the United States is
the state of the states.
the state of the states.
Welcome to the new
own, like
podcast.
nuclear silos and power plants is horrifying.
All right. So next episode is called.
Oh yeah, what do we got for the next one? Boss, did you have any more to say about this one?
Nope, that's it.
Boss, you still here?
As usual, Oxnard and Dexter got sidetracked. Boss did have a very good rant in there, though.
Yes,
Oh, it doesn't even have a title yet. Just says to be announced.
Ooh,
Playing everything close to the chest.
I'm not seeing our man Neil Marshall.
Oh,
David Nutter does the next one.
he's nutting another episode out.
He's nutting it up. We want your nut, Dave.
Give us your nut. Give us your nut, mate.
So predictions for next week. This show's gonna have to start
Well,
picking it up.
Jamie's in
attack.
hot water.
We have 5 episodes.
Wildlings.
No, not wildlings.
Oh,
Whites attack.
that would be interesting. You know what? We don't like this. Attack!
Whites attack.
One guy charges forward. Everyone else is
Burned
asleep.
alive by a dragon.
They
Attack!
need to attack next episode.
No, I think they do. I don't know. I think in the but this is the thing. I think in the coming turn you see some trebuchets firing. What else would they be firing at? Unless they're testing
The
them.
trees. I knew it. I was right the whole time.
Tree pull.
If you see Bach, kill it. Every dog dies. I said, "Well, you see Bach." Roll those credits. All
Horrible.
right, so whenever.
Well, Jamie's in hot water. Deservedly so. It's actually ballsy that he went up there, if you think about it,
how so?
because he pushed Bran out the window, and
Did he,
says
though?
he tells Roose Bolton when he's leaving Harrenhal, when they're like Roose Bolton lets him go back home after Vargo Hoat, like cuts his hand off and everything and all that stuff, and then he says, "I'm sending you back to King's Landing, blah blah blah. We've made a deal. Make sure you tell them I had nothing to do with your hand getting chopped off, and I'm on your side, that kind of thing." And then he says he's going to the wedding for Robb Stark and all this stuff. And then Jamie says at that point, "Oh, send my regards, or send our regards." And then the famous line Roose Bolton says when he stabs Robb Stark is, "The Lannisters send their regards." So, I mean, he's involved in all this shit. I mean, they hate the Lannisters. Especially Daenerys hates the Lannisters. Also, Jaime killed her father. So, I mean, he's at the Stark home. I mean, Sansa's not going to have any... The only one she can tolerate is Tyrion, because she knows he's actually a good guy. And actually, it's kind of sad, because... One thing I thought was interesting in this episode with Tyrion is he keeps losing control of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
His hair.
He was so confident. His hair's getting darker by the day. It's so not blonde. I I got very distracted by the orangutan when I started talking about this on
War of the Planet
Planet
of
of
the
the Apes movie. But
Oh wait.
yeah, but in the beginning when Tyrion's named Hand of the Queen, and when he's kind of running things, when Daenerys is gone, she's captured, she has to go to Vaes Dothrak. He's very confident in what they're doing. He has no problem making decisions. And then when Daenerys comes back in like the 7th season, like when she burns the Tarleys, we touched upon Sam's reaction to that, which was very emotional because you know, his father hated him. He hated his father in a way, but it was still like his brother, his dad, his family was killed. And he's very upset about that. He goes to Jon in the Crypts when he tells him like he's a Targaryen, like would you do that, or would you be merciful? So he's not going to act. I don't think Sam's actually going to act in a certain way, but has his mind made up right now about Daenerys. He doesn't trust her. So he would support Jon over
Right.
Daenerys.
Maybe she's gonna have to kill another Tarly.
Uh-oh. Well, that's a lot. Everyone's going to eat well that night. The dragons are going to have a mighty feast on Sam.
This guy's fat shaming people now.
Well, Sam's a big guy. A lot of marbled meat.
What's going to
He's
be?
simply
well
making the
marbled.
point that a larger man yields more meat.
Yeah. I'm not fat shaming.
That sounds like it.
No, certainly not.
Oh, the inventor said this.
I forgot where I was going with that. I trailed off on Sam.
No, there's a lot of things going on, and it's
What
true.
was I
didn't even
saying
think about it,
before
like
that?
Jamie. Yeah, it's true. Jamie's gonna have to contend with Daenerys,
Anyway.
Bran. Maybe Bran is just gonna like.
Honestly, Bran doesn't give a shit that what
No,
Jamie
but maybe
did.
Bran's gonna be. You need to leave, and then he'll help him escape or something.
But he's the friend that he's waiting for.
Yeah,
But see, maybe you're right then. He can see the future.
I thought he could, or at least visions.
Oh no, see, he saw the present, and then he knew that Jamie was on his way. He deduced that Jamie was on his way to Winterfell. But to what end? He knows something. I don't know.
All right, so the inventor. We were talking about the accents last week, and so Rosa Leslie
Oh yeah.
Egret has what's called a received accent. Is about as upper class posh as you can get in the UK. People who speak with this accent generally have been to private school. History behind it is to destroy any trace of regional dialect.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So no, this was really interesting.
And
then
she's
I was-
Scottish. the
Yeah,
actress.
I thought that was such. I thought it was such a great comment because then I was like looking into all this stuff, and then I saw this video of Michael Caine talking about accents and how like the movie The Trip they make fun of. Well, they're not making fun of, but they're doing impersonations of Michael Caine, and like how he feels about people doing his impersonation, and it goes into like all this. He actually talks about like the rhythm of doing a voice.
Right.
And all this kind of stuff. And then in that Charles Dance thing I referenced earlier, they actually talk about that too, because he has a very kind of, I guess, I don't know what the inventor would say, but he has that kind of a posh accent. And he talks about he's from Plymouth, but he was born in the Midlands, he said. And so he had a combination of like a Plymouth accent and a Birmingham accent. And it was just like this kind of, what he said, it was like this kind of unpleasant thing.
So what
and
would,
then when he went to drama school, they kind of rooted that out, and that's why he
Interesting.
has the accent that he does now.
So what would you say, like Carl Pilkington? What is that? That's
Well, he's from Manchester, I think.
It's a
So
Manchester?
that's a Manchester accent, I think. So like Ricky Gervais too.
Gervais. Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
What about
I
Stephen
think they're
Merchant?
both from Manchester. I don't know where he's from. I don't think it's the same kind of. I don't think he has the same kind of accent. But like Newcastle has an accent. All these places in every town you go to has a different. Like Sean Bean he's from York, I think. So he's got a northern accent.
Wow.
It's like there's a Birmingham accent. There's like a Liverpool accent. So there's like a southern, like
Yeah.
eastern accent. Then you have there's a London
I guess
accent.
We got that here too.
We do because you have a New York accent. There is a difference between New York and New Jersey accent. Then
Even in South Jersey, I notice is a little different. And
yeah, because they're closer to Philly.
yeah,
Philly
I work-
has an
I
accent.
work. There's a woman. She's from Kentucky, and it sounds exactly how you think.
Oh, I
Like,
bet.
howdy, y'all.
No, but
Hey.
but that's true. But there's a Georgia, like you have like a Savannah accent. Oh, Savannah. Oh,
Now, what's Chrisley? Is that just because even the other
where's
Marinette-
where's that show? I don't know.
I think it's in Georgia, but then they moved to Tennessee. I've watched most
Well,
of them.
he does have a. I've seen the show. It is more of a Georgia
Now we're gonna
accent.
be watching Game of Thrones. Here
Game
we
of
are,
Thrones.
King's Landing.
Yeah, but there
What do you
are
think they're doing
different
there?
Southern accents, and there are different, like Midwestern accents. Like you have North Midwestern accents. You have Chicago accents. Like New York, New Jersey. You have New England accents.
Yes, Dex, you don't have to name every accent.
We're talking about it. I'm just saying it. So it is the same thing.
Interesting. Claire Gray says, "Hello, fellas."
I love accents. Oh, hi, Claire.
And Quentin Royal Grimes, I remember that name. Just wondering, y'all gonna play Sekiro? That's that game. Remember they?
What is that? Oh yeah, I saw that coming. What the hell is that?
Samurai game. They played that trailer. E3. It looked really cool. It looks really cool.
I didn't see it, so I didn't get what he was talking about.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fighting game?
No. It's like an open world samurai game, like a Red Dead Redemption kind of thing.
Ooh,
I can
that
play
sounds
it.
awesome.
Not play. I mean, play a YouTube thing. I don't think I've seen this movie.
I have not seen.
It looks interesting. Whatever the hell's happening.
The
here.
animation looks incredible.
I know it looks super
It's insane.
hyper realistic.
But for me, the Planet of the Apes will always just be the original Planet of the Apes, and then Beneath the Planet of the
I gotta
Apes.
get the Blu-ray.
Those two movies
Blu-ray
are
collector's edition.
with like the 5 movies,
Yes.
where it's like the Roddy McDowell collection.
Yes. Just
I love the original Planet of the Apes.
Spend
And
the
Beneath
day.
the Planet of the Apes.
What's
fucking
beneath the Planet of the Apes about?
oh.
Okay, so it takes place right after Planet of the Apes, and there's a search party that's sent to find the astronauts Charlton Heston and his crew, and so the same fate befalls them, and they end up on the future planet, and then whatever. Long story short, like the apes rule the above ground, but then what happens is you find out that humans that
The titular.
yes, they went. A group of humans went beneath the surface, and they developed telepathic abilities, and they basically have like no faces.
What?
And they worship a giant atomic bomb.
And then they made fun of that in Mystery Science Theater.
And Futurama,
Yeah, you're
the
right.
mutants in Futurama, they worship the atomic. Oh, it's fucking awesome. And then there's a whole battle that takes place, and they go underneath, and then basically it's like, everything explodes in the end, but not really. Oh, and then, well, no, maybe really, because then in later Planet of the Apes movies they go back to like, and they end up back on Earth, but in like 1975.
That's why I gotta rewatch it because.
Which one is that one?
I don't know.
It's like
4?
Planet of the Apes 4 or 5, when they're back in like, at the time it's like present day Earth, but it's like in the 70s.
That's funny. I look up Sekiro, second video in. Sekiro is a terrible game.
It's Sekiro's
just
for
trying to-
casuals. This game is for casuals.
Alright, this is just to get a glimpse of it. Because he's just doing a mission fast. So I guess you run around, you invade these fortresses.
Whoa, look at that.
I guess that's like some Japanese giant. So I guess there's some
Whoa.
like Japanese fantasy elements. This is sped up though. I don't think the game is supposed to be this fast.
The fuck? Yeah. Well, what's this? Is there a story?
Yeah, I think you play like a story and then you. What is going on? What is this?
You know, it'd be cool if it was like Dark Souls, but samurai.
It kind of looks like that's what it is because when he
That's
kills
what
that
it
guy,
reminds me of.
and see, look, there's like
Holy
weird fantasy
shit.
things.
Yeah.
There's a joke here. He's just walking by. Oh,
Oh, but then he dies.
it does seem like a
It
Dark Souls
seems
thing.
like Dark Souls, but
It
you know,
looks
yeah,
exactly
a
like
samurai.
Dark Souls.
Yeah. This does look exactly. Look at these cliff sides, and this village. This is Dark Souls. Look at that menu.
This might be okay. Is this by the same
Wait,
company?
Is this Dark? And look in the bottom right corner with the vial and the. This is Dark Souls
No, if it is
with
it,
a samurai
if,
in
it,
it.
if it's made by From Software.
Oh, it's for casuals though.
Yeah.
It is.
It's creators of Dark Souls.
Oh, okay, that makes sense then.
And Bloodborne, which you have a PS4, right?
No,
Oh, okay. Never mind. But Bloodborne is like
I have a PS3.
was a PS4 exclusive, and that's like a Lovecraftian Dark
Oh.
Souls.
I was almost gonna get a PS4, but then I went for the Switch because I love Nintendo too much. That's my main thing.
Okay, well now knowing that it's from Software,
Well, I'm intrigued.
Definitely.
Look at this snob, Swagger Souls. Oh, it's for casuals. What's this?
What are you looking at?
Sekiro is for casuals. It's the third video.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll play us out if you guys don't have any other predictions. Or...
I think that's good.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
I wish it was longer, and I can't wait for the next episode.
No, keep talking. I'll start playing the music.
Yeah. I really wish I wanted more right away.
Farewell. Have a wonderful time.
You know what it was? I was binge watching all the seasons leading up to that, so then not having another episode to watch after, it was like, what do I watch now?
Yep.
Fucking butchering this.
I don't know what you're talking about. See you next week. Is that much spit supposed to be flying out of that flute? It's like coming out the end.
Why is it in his mouth? That
I've never seen a man play a flute with his ass before.
It's pulling it in and out of his mouth. How does he not gag? That's really deep.
So you can't do sharp or flat notes on a fife. It's kind of tricky. Luckily, Game of Thrones doesn't have too many of
And
those.
Oxnard is known for his sharp/flat notes.
All right. Leave your
Now
comments.
we're really leaving. Recorder time.
No, Irish tin whistle, man.
Oh, sorry. Is that tin, though? What's it made out of?
Plastic.
Lies! Down the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
How does he know to play that?
I'm just going up and down the scales. This is simple stuff.
That's all the Irish did.
It has to be simple
And it
when you're in a
sounded
bar.
so glorious, there was no need to change it.
All right.
All right, now we're really leaving.